It's truly a sign of millennial and Gen Z brain rot that we can say something like, still terrified to my bones, but we vibing. Hello. Okay. I'm chilling.
Ah, you there. You look most reliable, good knight. Please, help us.
We certainly do look reliable enough.
The evil minions of the fell dragon Narcissus have surrounded Petit Chou. We must help her.
Petit Chou?
Narcissus. Never mind these weird names. This seems serious. Let's get over there and lend a hand. Thank you. My name is Anne, a member of the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team. I've probably butchered that. Please come with me. The NARZISSENKREUZ adventure. What is the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team anyway? What? Well, after the NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom was conquered by Narcissus the Fell Dragon, we banded together to rescue Princess Lyris and reclaim the realm. That's the basic answer anyway. That doesn't sound basic at all, but we'll talk about that later. We've got people to save first. That's right. Come with me. This way.
Whoa. Is that old fontaine? How is there... Oh. Well.
Eek! Get away from me!
Is that the Petit Chou you were referring to, Anne?
That's right. Please help her.
Mwahaha! I have you now, Petit Chou of the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team. If you don't leave, I'm gonna get serious. Grr. Oh. Petit Chou, here we come. Ah, curse that despicable NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team. Anne, help! That was easy. Ah, I'm saved. Aww. Wait, so Petit Chou is a finch? Petit Chou is Petit Chou. Regardless, it's good that you're well, Petit Chou. Now let me introduce these two. Actually, I haven't yet asked you two your names. Harley's the name. And Paimon's Paimon. Thank you, Knight Harley, Squire Paimon. Oh, wait. Squire? Squire Paimon, my shoulders ache. Gah, you've got it all wrong. Paimon's no squire. She's Harley's companion. Indeed, there's been a misunderstanding. We're companions, of course. Squireman. Although I have indeed considered getting a squire in the past. Do you really want one? Seems like this journey has been pretty tough for you, huh? I see. My apologies, Paimon. I am Petit Chou, a member of the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team. If not for your help, I might have... Well, Narcissus has girded his subordinates with the aegis of 4 autons, so our powers are unable to overcome them. That's how it is. But with you and your companion on our side, good knight, we shall have nothing to fear. The princess will be pleased. One moment. Who's this princess again? Also, what is this adventure team of yours? And what's going on with this Narcissus? Well, this is how things went. A long, long time ago, this was a kingdom of unparalleled gladness. The children and Princess Lyris lived happily at... Why can't I speak? Oh my god, this is gonna be a long day. The children and Princess Lyris lived happily together here. But later, the kingdom fell to the predations of Narcissus, a fell dragon who had designs on the princess and her treasures. Princess Lyris hid herself away in a high tower and entered a deep slumber. That is why we now name the kingdom Anapausis. Was her name Anna and she's pausing, sis? Like what? Narcissus filled Anapausis with bitter waters. That which we just defeated was an evil being born from those waters, an entity that opposes the Reconquista. This time we attempted to infiltrate this place and rescue the princess while the dragon was absent. However, we ran into a great many foes, and ultimately we failed. The erratic movements of this thing is kind of weirding me out. But now that we have you and Paimon on our side, Harley, we have nothing to fear. Moreover, not the moreover, we have a princess, a kingdom, and a wicked dragon. Tradition and the stories dictate that we must also have a knight. Yes, a mighty and righteous knight like you, Harley. Well, I have defeated a dragon in the past. Paimon's not sure what you're going on about, but if it's dragons you want, Harley's beaten him before. Really? You have? More than once, in fact. Really? You're so strong. It is our great fortune to have met you, good knight Harley. It seems that the time has come at last for the Reconquista. The NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team shall reclaim the realm and rescue Princess Lyris. Is it Lyris or Lyris? I don't know. Come, Petit Chou, let us do as we planned. First, let's get rid of all this foul water. I'll do my best. How did you pronounce that the one go? I studied German. But also, I'm not 100% sure if I'm doing it completely correctly, but I did my best. Alrighty. Oh my god. Ugh, all this water. Is this some kind of oceanid magic? Why are you saying, ugh, all this water? We're literally underwater. What did you expect, Paimon? Phew, the defensive power has weakened. There will also be less obstacles for us to fight from here on out. Phew, this is so tiring. Anne, Harley, let's go help my brother Al. Your brother? Is he another character? Are they acting this out? Well, Petit Chou and I can't be the only members of the team. We don't quite think that highly of ourselves. We certainly aren't as strong as you or Paimon. Al covered our escape when we retreated. Now that Narcissus's power is waning, let's go help him. Well then, let's go. Who the fuck you're free? Oh my god, all the dead fish. Ugh, this water bubble is such a bother. You need to proceed carefully. What the? Hello? I'm trying to pick up the fish. See that 3 times still summon Jack. Isn't he still streaming? Wait, who's attacking me right now? What is happening? Can I go light that torch? Fuck Al, I want to go light a torch. This reminds Paimon of the time you became a knight, Harley. After fighting the dragon, we were sent off to the temples of the Four Winds.
Let's move out.
Those words aren't in the Bible! Just want to... I don't have Zhongli! Why was that again? Paimon recalls that we destroy something. So the temples and names now you've been surrounded. I'm so distracted by chat. You got this, Al. We're here to help. Oh, my Petit Chou. Al, you're safe. I was so worried. What's going on? Ah, my Petit Chou. And you too, Anne. We meet again at last. In those darkest of days, I thought of you and drew strength to fight on from those thoughts. Thank you, noble warriors. You who have come forth to uphold the cause of justice. Why, had I arms as slender as yours, I would tip my hat to honour you. There's no need to be so prim and proper. Anne introduces you and Paimon to Al and explains what happened previously. But why is a finch's older brother a duck? Why a duck, you ask? Are such definitions important? I have a supple body, an iron will, and webbed feet with which to tread water. Of these I am proud, and that is enough. And Petit Chou is Petit Chou. The sphere is the shape closest to perfection, and the most complicated of all shapes. I am most proud of my sister. Seriously, brother, what are you talking about? Actually, Harley, what is Al talking about? He means that we shouldn't dwell too much on these details. We members of the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team are disparate indeed, but we have one goal. We shall save Princess Lyris, and we shall defeat the fell dragon Narcissus. Well said. The person I am now knows only that the one who stands before me is a noble and valiant knight, who possesses the iron will needed to defeat Narcissus. That is enough for me. Usually, the mightier the will, the larger the form needed to be its vessel, as it is in the case of Narcissus. This knight's stature is much like mine, and yet... seriously, the first and last thing Paimon understood here was Narcissus. You're always going on about Narcissus this and Narcissus that, but what is it really? It's a dragon. Look up, above Princess Lyris' tower. That is Narcissus. Oh, I thought that was an ocean. We saw this in the trailer, but I thought it was an oceanid because it was from far away. That is Narcissus. Huh? That wasn't there before the water rose. Isn't that just an oceanid? But that is the fell dragon Narcissus. The dragon who invaded the NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom. And its wings are very huge and frightening. But it's an oceanid, isn't it? Well, Harley and Paimon, you have seen much. What then should a dragon look like? Damn, got sassy. Well, if you're talking about the dragons we fought before, they'd be... like Mondstadt's Dvalin. What? Dvalin's a whole different story from oceanids. Dvalin's super blue, his wings are huge, and he can fly. What? That's exactly like the fell dragon. To be fair, it is blue. No, we've definitely met other dragons before. Like Liyue's Aishtahar, who became the embodiment of primal energies and Liyue's enemy? I see, so it was a being as evil as Narcissus then? No, not at all. And how are they different? Narcissus represents primordial regression and aggregation, and is our foe. Well, but Aishtahar's from Liyue. That's a huge difference, right? No, we've definitely met other dragons before. Like Sumeru's Apep, a being whose true form cannot be grasped by humanity, and who can summon all manner of servants. That does sound quite like Narcissus, inscrutable and a master of many servants. That must have been a grueling battle. Very impressive. Ugh, Paimon's starting to get confused about what counts as a dragon. The entire lore community. Categories are just a social construct. There is no objective meaning. Come on, that can't be right. How would we be able to communicate and understand this world otherwise? That's actually probably one of the smartest things Paimon's ever said. I agree with the knight here. Our categories should not define our essence. Our purpose defines our essence. At this time, we are the heroes challenging the wicked dragon, and he is the wicked dragon. This is sufficient. This must be what Al means when he says, a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. That is precisely the case, dear Petit Chou. Were you not called Petit Chou, you would still be my dearest younger sister. So long as that's the tower your princess sleeps in, the one lurking atop the tower is the fell dragon Narcissus. Is that right? No, I fear. As we stated previously, he is not here now, which is why we were able to win our way here so easily. That up there is the dragon's hatred made manifest. That's so complicated. Can't it just be an ordinary statue? Like, you know, Narcissus commanding his underlings to make an image of him on the highest tower, so as to show off his greatness, and force all the people of the land to look upon him, or something? Well, you actually make a reasonable point, Paimon. But if that was the case, then we should still have been able to see it even before Petit Chou made the foul water disappear, right? But instead, Narcissus's evil has melded with the waters, which is why his wicked intent crystallized into that image once the waters were drained. Is that seriously how it happened? The fell dragon is truly terrifying. My talons hurt just looking at him. Well, we have our knight Harley, so we should be fine even if he is present, yes? It's just a little dragon. Hee, that's our Harley for you. Let us move on then. With you by our side, we have nothing to fear. Oh. I forget now. It's been years since I read it. Okay. For Lord Narcissus, charge! Evil Fang, one of the 3 royal blades.
Right now. Emerge right now.
Wow, that was so hard. Defeating me is no great victory. I am but the weakest among the... Proceed along Twin River Fairway. If you dare, you'll meet our strongest general. Okay. I was joking for like 40% of that. Bestie, I can never tell. But I wanted the... I forgot about the... fine. It's hard over text. It's hard even when I can hear you, to be honest. Except for the part where you get sent back, yeah. Oh! Like that?
Well, what do we have here?
What do we have here indeed? This is kind of cool. Wait! The little oceanid was asleep! That's so funny. Oh! No, 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 no! You bitch! Are you... Oh, that's so annoying. Forced to watch 1996 Leonardo DiCaprio, Romeo and Juliet in high school, and I feel like that should be illegal. I have also seen that, yeah, but before I saw it, I read the play. Don't panic, these small fry just got lucky, that's all.
Emerge right now.
Why did he have a gun? God, I don't remember much of it. Please show this lowly minion some mercy. Leader of the 3 Royal Blades is right over there, waiting for your arrival. Can I has the... No? Okay. Isn't this firepower a bit too strong? Huh, since it's being powered by hydro, should we call it water power instead? Harley and Paimon are really strong. If it were Colonel Kate, I didn't read the rest of that. High school US history teacher didn't sugarcoat anything, damn. Oh! No. Oh, thank God. No! Hi Kay, how are you? How was your stream before? I saw you were on. Don't hit me, please. To arms, to arms! Don't let them get any further. Oh, hi.
Right here.
Well, guess we won't be worrying about this mysterious bubble cannon anymore. Well done, soldiers. Assemble. Huh? Where's that voice coming from? Does soldiers refer to us? Wonderful. It seems that Colonel Kate is still here. Let's go meet up with him. A male named Kate? Okay. Go off ungendered. Anne, you look well. That is good. These 2 are reinforcements then? Yes, they are... Halt. I do not wish to know soldiers' names. Damn. Amidst cruel battle, anyone could be turned into ruptured bubbles and scattered foam at any time. Knowing the names of the troops will only cast a shadow upon our final victory. Well, I just need to know one thing. Are they the reinforcements you sought? Yes, but... Very good. Fresh hands will help us continue our suppression of the 2 remaining bubble formations. About that bubble formation... Next time, soldier, you will give your report first before asking questions. We're getting fucking schooled by a squirrel. Yes, the formations are places of unparalleled peril, not to mention the 3 mighty subordinates that Narcissus has placed within them. Well, about that, we've actually cleared all the formations. What? Why didn't you say so earlier? We tried. We've been trying to tell you, but you haven't been listening. Well then, it's good to see that everyone is well. So Anne, who are these people again? I'm Harley and this is Paimon. Harley and Paimon, Pleased to make your acquaintance. It's a pleasure to have new blood like you in Kate's resistant front. Let us fight for Princess Lyris and the Reconquista. Kate's resistant front, huh? Are you guys the same thing as the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team? Let me think. We are now the same thing, is how I would put it. Indeed, we have the same objective and plan of action. It is only because I have more combat experience that I am a colonel with my own force. Where is the rest of your force? Where's the rest of your team? We charge bravely into the bubble formation. Yes, yes, and where's your team? Oh, that's awkward. We charge bravely into the bubble formation. And as for the rest... Please don't ask. Looks like Colonel Kate's got problems too. Well, he is up against immense firepower. Or should I say, water power. What's next for you? I plan on going behind enemy lines to see what can be done there. After all, it should be quite easy to go up there now that the bubble formation has been broken. I mean, I can't lose to some new recruit, can I? There's no shame in losing to me. Humph. Regardless, I shall return when the sun sinks into the sea, victory in hand. Let us meet again before the high tower. Colonel Kate bounces away. Wait, there's neither sun nor sea here. Wait! It's just like absurd that that would happen with like that specific spelling. Thank goodness you're safe. As I thought, you were the ones who emptied the water out. Excellent, excellent. If I had hands like yours, yellow and white ones, I would be applauding already. Dear friend, please show some respect. Petit Chou is doing her best. Oh. You are right, I suppose. She has done nothing wrong. Ultimately... Forget it. The yellow and white ones here. Who are they? Yellow and white? You mean us? No, Paimon, the other fucking yellow and white bozos. Like... And who else would I mean? Does Petit Chou look yellower to you? Or does Anne? Hey, you blue frog. Damn, you really got him, Paimon. Alright, Paimon. Please don't be angry. Jack, this is Knight Harley and Paimon. Humph, a knight, you say? And I suppose this Paimon is the squire? No. Come on, why does everyone call Paimon that? Paimon is no squire. Paimon is a bard whose task is to record my adventures. Wait, that's what our role was with Sarouche. Is that how it is? No wonder Paimon's such a good talker. Hey, you stop that, Harley, or Paimon's gonna come up with a lively limerick to give you a licking, the likes of which you've never seen. Anyway, we're companions, alright? Companions. I see. Then you are not some minor feudal warrior. Not in the usual sense, anyway. Are you then some honorary knight, one with a title that comes with little benefit? Damn, he read us for Phil. Well, Harley is an honorary knight, but she got it in Mondstadt for heroically doing battle with Storm Terror. Ah, then you are a dutiful, capable warrior. Very good. In that case, welcome to Orchestra Jack. Wonderful. I'm a master musician. The name is merely an analogy, for we weave resistance like an orchestra in our struggle against Narcissus as we seek to rescue Ms. Lyris. Don't you mean Princess Lyris? That's right, isn't Lyris a princess? Well, both terms refer to the same person, but leaving that aside, we should... Listen well. The title princess is a rigid, hierarchical term of address, a product of an oppressive system. It was a title whose merit is birth, not labour or wisdom. What? Okay, comrade. Here we go again. If the universe was a more rational one, there would be no gods, no kings, and certainly no princes or princesses. Nor would there be mystical powers that only a few may wield. This Jack is more allied, damn. Do you follow me thus far? This rabbit hole's not for me. Ugh, this sounds really deep, but it's also confusing, Paimon. But not doing anything all day while being able to enjoy delicious sweet madames is pretty nice. Is there anything wrong with that? See, if there are some who will reap the benefits despite doing no labour, then there must be some who shall have to do more to compensate. Like me. Thanks a lot, Harley. And sorry? Paimon promises that she'll eat less in the future. Honest. Aww. This has been a very interesting conversation, but please allow me to interject. Dear Jack, good night. May we now begin discussing our next course of action in our rescue of Princess Lyris. Humph. Silencing voices you do not want to hear, I see. Oh, Harley, come, see the repression inherent in the system. Help! Help! Al's repressing me! This game is so stupid. Jack, Al isn't doing that. He's a good person. He wouldn't bully you. Dear sister, please do not lose your temper over this. If you have more to say, Jack, why don't we find a corner and settle this like gentlemen, I've heard enough. See you around. Please, everyone, aren't we comrades? We've all gathered to rescue Princess, or Ms. Lyris after all. Humph. We count as such, I suppose. We shall cooperate, even though my final goal is to create a more beautiful world for Ms. Lyris. Let us shake hands then, comrades. You have wings, I have webbed feet. If you think these apt replacements for hands, then we shall do so, comrade. Jack and Elle shake hands awkwardly. If nothing else, they extend their wing and webbed foot and tap them together. Please get along with him, Al. Of course, dear sister, do not worry. We are united in one cause. All right. Now that the problem is solved... Pah! Problem? This is but the manifestation of a deeper issue. Jack, please! Me every fucking day. Okay, so what do we do next, Dan? Oh, right. I almost forgot that we were here to save the princess. How did you forget? Why, I was starting to think that I brought such capable help along just to let them listen to two boys squabble. As for the situation, ask Al and Jack to explain. I need a moment to cool off. Anne's having a tough time too, huh? Bye. You're pretty difficult yourself. He wasn't always like this. He once had a really good heart and loved to cry. He would take care He would take care of the younger children. But one day he said that he would never cry again, and later still he changed. This might be due to Rene, I fear. And Rene changed too. That's the Melusine, well, probable Melusine from the investigation in the ruins in the Sarouche area. And who's Rene? Sorry, where was I? Right, our course of action. You should ask Jack and the others. He and Al might argue a lot, but they're actually good friends. Alain split with them, but as for me... Jack, you... Paimon, don't... Knock it off, or we're going to start this all over again. Paimon knows. Anne told us that you could explain the situation. Allow me to speak first then, honoured knight and Paimon. Considering the tower before us, Narcissus has been unable to overcome it. As such, the princess is still safe. At that time, when all seemed lost, the princess gave her greatest treasure to us, and that was the time that belonged to her. Wait, is this a Zelda reference? She gave you her what now? Time, you say? After she lost that time, the princess and the tower she dwells in both fell into a stagnant, dreamless slumber. In remembrance of her, we named our fallen realm the Anaposis. And what does that mean? Because it has completely stagnated, Narcissus has also been unable to taint anything within. That's more or less our situation. What do you mean, more or less our situation? Firstly, how would someone give anyone else their time? But it's true, Princess Lyris did share her time with us. Narcissus would constantly plot to invade, but with the time she gave us, we became far stronger. For example, my brother Al can usually only defeat one foe at once, but with more time, he can vanquish 4 or even 5 at one go. A most vivid example. Thank you for your explanation, dear Petit Chou. Well, I hope you understand now, Harley, Paimon. Not at all, in fact. Yeah, how do you even give your time to other people? Do these details matter? Is this not similar to how feudal nobles would hire sharecroppers? What? Sharecroppers? How do these things even connect? Are you trying to say that exchanging time for pay is a form of giving your time to others? Only a very small part of the wealth a sharecropper creates will belong to him. If this is understood and regarded as normal by all, then what is there about this situation that is hard to comprehend? So, this guy is like a philosopher, but also like deeply communist. He got Paimon. Why are you debating with an oceanid? There's just too much oddity at play here. Let's just leave this aside for now. That's true. Alright, Paimon totally gets it. Narcissus had spent long years since searching for the princess's treasure. Only its power can cause time in the tower to flow again, and only then will its locked gates open. Thus he summoned waters brimming with wicked intent to drown the kingdom, and created underlings unnumbered and many magical devices besides. All this was done to hunt us NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team members down and seize the treasure that should have been in our hands. Wait, should have? Before, we had another older brother. Nay, in those terrifying days, he took the treasure and fled alongside us, but he dissolved into the waters while covering us. I had a weird thought. Oceanids dissolving into water. Either all oceanids are the former combined consciousness of humans, or people from Fontaine were formerly oceanids. Or there's something in that with the dissolving into, I don't know. I miss him so much. We were very good friends. I hate the dragon, even though I know that these feelings are not good. But I miss Nay. He was like my real brother, just like Al. We're sorry for your loss. But if that's the case, how are we supposed to save Princess Lyris? The treasure has sealed the tower, and it can only be opened again with said treasure. Well, when they, how do I put this? While they were consolidating our rear lines... I'm sorry, what? We have Orchestra Jack obtained some key intelligence that has allowed us to ascertain the treasure's location. Really? You have? Of course. It is right over there. Huh? In the sky? As in the water in the sky? Before Nay dissolved, he used the last of his strength to purify a patch of water in the firmament. It was there that he hid the treasure. What an irony. It seems that Narcissus has gotten too used to looking down upon the citizenry below, and has not been in the habit of looking up, and there the treasure has been hidden all along. I see. Well, it does sound like something Nay would come up with. How do we get up there, though? Could Petit Chou and Al take us up there? A very imaginative idea, but unfortunately impractical. If we go up there, we should find a small fountain full of magic. Options may open to us should we reach it. Are you feeling better now, Anne? Thank you, Paimon, but you need not worry. But before we ascend, we need to deal with the various bubble formations to make safe our path. Bubble formations. There's 3 of them, right? If that's the case, we've already taken them all out. My, that's our mighty knight and Paimon for you. It's just a shame that I was unable to watch the battle between you and the 3 royal blades of Narcissus in person. They were super weak. What reliable allies you are. When you've the time, please do tell Petit Chou and I of that valorous deed. Please do. In that case, to the fountain. We'll find a way to access the waters above and retrieve Princess Lyris' treasure. Al, Petit Chou, Jack, this place is yours to guard. If we can recover Princess Lyris' treasure, the forces of justice will grow ever mightier with the passage of time. The day of our victory over Narcissus grows near. This is why we cannot forget Nay's heroic sacrifice. Had he not hidden the treasure, Narcissus would surely have breached the tower where the princess resides. Yeah, Nay is super amazing. We will not let Nay's efforts be in vain, nor will we fail to honour Harley's extraordinary contributions. This time, with all of your help, we will save Princess Lyris. Yeah, we'll save Princess Lyris, and then the NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom will be restored to its former radiant glory. The princess shall hold you in her arms, groom your feathers, and gently pat your tiny little forehead. The memories lost in the waters will resurface, and all our friends will surround the princess and laugh together. It will be a scene filled with beauteous joy, and never again will disputes or trouble cloud the horizon. Just like before. That's right, just like before. Wait, Maury's in this game? Why are all my friends in this game? Hello. Maury, no. Woof, woof. Bad people. Why is a boar barking? Why is a boar barking? Alright. Use force to clear up any misunderstandings. Whoa, why is it attacking us? Don't judge the boar. Silly dog, Maury. Bad. They're good people. Oof. Understood. Give paw. Huh, you really are a dog. You and Paimon shake hands with Maury. It's a slippery experience, as one might expect of a dog made of water. Did they just not want to animate, like, the dog model? Like, what? Great, now we're all introduced. Don't attack them, okay, Maury? Ah, so you're a dog. This makes much more sense. Trans analogy is so true. Does it? Does it really? How does Mori resemble a dog at all? Didn't Al say that? What? Don't you go believing that purpose defines essence nonsense? And even if you do, Paimon won't. Paimon, this is not the weirdest part of everything that's happened. But that's what Mori is, though. A silly dog. Ugh, whatever. If an oceanid can be an evil dragon, then a forest boar can be a dog. Alright? Alright. I am a silly dog, yes. Woof. And you've been a good boy, haven't you, guarding this place? So is Mori a member of your team? No, I mean, Mori is a dog. But a duck, a frog, a finch, and a squirrel can join, so why can't a dog? Mori is Mori. Must protect the princess. Oh, hello. A long, long time ago, Mori played here, with the princess, Al, Petit Chou, Nay, and Jack. But the air and water were later filled with the scent of evil, and everyone left. Only the princess remains, so I protect her. So that's Princess Lyris. Right, it was mentioned earlier that the princess lost her treasure, which is why everything stagnated. So this is where it was. Isn't the princess in the tower, though? That's right, this is only a statue of her. Seriously? Another looks like it, but not really? Woof, woof. Not the princess? No, Princess Lyris is in her tower. There are two princesses? No, silly, this one's not real. Woof, woof. Not the princess? Well, try giving it a sniff. What is happening? Woof, woof. Not the princess? Told you so. Well, it's an understandable mistake. In this Anaporsis, a boar is a dog, an oceanid is an evil dragon, and the evil dragon turned out to be a statue. And a duck and a finch are siblings. And a squirrel is a colonel. Exactly. Ugh, Paimon can feel her sense of what's real or not slipping away the longer we stay here. Well, let's not sweat the small stuff, alright? Okay, Mori. Be a good doggy and descend the tower, then meet up with everyone. Okay. What about you, Anne? Me? Well, I'm going up with Harley and Paimon to reclaim the princess's treasure. I see. Okay. Bye-bye. This has big Razor energy. Why he walk like that, though? That booty swinging. Alright then, what do we do now? Use these bubbles. The princess would make these back when she would play with us, and they would fly very high up indeed. We would fly around in those bubbles, touring the realm. Razor is basically also just a dog. Yeah. That sounds like the trick those Hydra Abyss mages pull. Hey, don't say that about the princess's magic. Whatever the case, we just need to sit in the bubble and it'll take us up there, right? That's right. In the meantime, I'll do my best to control the bubble's direction. Ooh, we're flying. Huh, the kingdom sure looks deserted from up here. Of course, it's been ruled by my Narcissus for many years, and he's just the worst. His underlings steal snacks from children, burst balloons, and scream and shout all the time. Well, they do sound bad, but not in the way Paimon was expecting. You mean that bad people aren't just like that, right? Well, if they were, this world would be a better place. Weren't we just flying up into the sky in a bubble? Yes, we were. And we kept going up and up and up until we crashed headfirst into the water, right? Yes. Is there something wrong? There's so much wrong with this that Paimon doesn't even know where to start. Perhaps this is just one of the kingdom's magical aspects. Ugh, you know what? Paimon's just not going to ask. The princess's treasure should be around here somewhere, right? Yes, it is there, protected by a 3-layered seal. Where? Oh, you mean that? Well, that altar bubble is pretty big. The treasure seems to be inside a really small chest. And it looks like there are some threads of flowing water connected to the big bubble. It seems as if the bubble formation here will not attack us. In that case, let's use it to break the seals. We just need to guide its projectiles to the bubble rings connected to the flowing water. That should transfer the force of the projectile through the water and weaken the seals. Yeah, those bubbles are pretty scary. 1, 2, 3. Looks like there are 3 strands of water. Once we deal with them, the treasure should be ours. That's right. It's in your hands, not Knight, Harley, and Paimon. Bubble formation, but it's not evil this time! A bubble formation that for some strange reason doesn't attack you, but helps you unsteal treasures. Control the currents and barriers to guide the mist bubble to the ring device at the end. This mist bubble's way slower now than when it attacked us. There's something blocking the mist bubble. That's no good. Maybe I hit this. Maybe this works. Oh yeah. Nice. Is that the the blue chicken? Not the chicken. Oh, it's in here. Oh. Can I hit it? So close, that's a shame. Sick reference, bro. Hey, below sure is below. Oh shit. Ugh, Paimon suddenly feels afraid of heights. If you fall, you'll have to ride a bubble all the way back up from the fountain over there. Bro. Only one left. Still though, why do we have to do everything 3 times? Because of the rule of 3. This is an ancient principle, so it must be right. It's not a game where you can turn into water drop and move just like you did. Oh, okay. Fair. Now we just need to handle the final ring. Oh, hi. Wait, hold on. Oh no, I can't get in! Wait. Oh wait. Okay, cool. Wait, who? Oh, hi. There we go. Nice. Yay. We finally found it. The most precious of treasures. It looks like a pocket watch. Seems like it's not moving anymore. Well, it has been in water all this time, so it should have broken down long ago, right? This is full of Princess Lyris's precious time. Let's go back to the tower and meet up with our friends. This is thematically related to the Bottle Land event because the whole thing with Bottle Land was Idea was an oceanid who willingly trapped herself in the bottle, and she used the preprints and the projectors to create that entire world, right? And she used artifacts full of memories from various people who visited to create versions of themselves, of like them in the world, right? So what I think is all the collective consciousness that are the oceanids here, they were visited by a human girl, and they've used this pocket watch as like full of memories as like a catalyst to create a version of her, like a reflection of her, if you will. That's what I think. You're back. Colonel Kate and Maury linked up with us while you were out. Hehe, we're back with the princess's treasure. Well done, soldier. You've made a fine contribution. The Resistance Front is proud of you. Kate, now isn't the time. Not so fast, Colonel. Harley is a contact of the orchestra, not cannon fodder from some no-name army. Ha! Your orchestra couldn't hold Harley, not unless you wanted to name it after her instead. Humph! And what of your rank? You may as well give it to Harley, no? The soldiers bleed while commanders steal the glory. This is quite ordinary. But now you're special. A colonel who not only does nothing, but even lets his troops take credit for victory. While you were whiling your time away here, I was taking out the bubble formations in the waters above. If not for that, they would not have gained the treasure so easily. I've heard enough. See you around. Ugh, that's it. I'm done. Mori, get him. Oof, woof, bad person. Mori bowls Jack over? What is this fanfic? Kate laughs at him, only to also be knocked over by Mori. The altercation is eventually calmed by Al and Petit Chou's mediation. Honestly. Mori's really reliable at times like this, you know, in some ways. Let's get to business, shall we? That's right, we'll get nowhere if we keep arguing, and the more we go nowhere, the more we're gonna argue. Yes, you're both right. Let's have a speech then, Anne. You know, the rousing kind. Eh? But... I approve of Paimon's suggestion. Is it not at such times that an adventure team's leader should step up to the plate? But I'm not good at speeches. And can you really call me the leader? As surely as I am a colonel, I affirm that you would be the best officer for this adventure team. My views on the title of colonel aside, we are in accord. I don't know much about leaders, or glory, or whatever, but if not for you, and if not for Harley and Paimon, whom you brought here, I don't know what would have become of me. Knight Harley, Paimon, what do you say? This is what everyone wants. Well in that case, what should a leader say in times like this? Let Paimon think. Since we have Princess Lyris's treasure next, we just need to enter the tower and rescue her, right? So you just need to encourage everyone to do just that before we start. Paimon, do you have any interest in being leader? How about you, Harley? Hey, you can't do that! Why not? If not for your strength, we wouldn't have made it this far. Wouldn't that make me a Grand Master of sorts? That seems tiring. Forget it. If you do become one someday, don't forget to make Paimon an honorary knight. Hee, now that's a title Paimon can get behind. Whatever the case, only you can be the leader of this adventure team. That's what everyone wants, so stop trying to push it off to someone else. We'll support you. Oh, alright. Ugh, this leader business used to be so much easier. No matter what the name of our organisation is, we're all part of the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team. We have a common goal, to rescue Princess Lyris. Ms. Lyris. Or Ms. Lyris, and we intend to save the NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom. NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom. Why was I struggling with that one, but I said it fine before. Republic. This guy is killing me. Please continue, Anne. I've got one Jack being a fucking communist in this game, and then another Jack talking about his curved banana. Someone come get both of them. And restore the land and waters here to their original gleaming shimmer through the Reconquista, so that the sunflowers may once more flourish. Am I not right about that? That's right. Everyone, even Jack. We've experienced many battles and partings during the long years of conflict, and many team members we once had are no longer with us. But I won't forget the times we spent together. We'll always be friends. That's right, even if I am our leader, I am everyone's friend first and foremost. The same goes for you, Colonel Kate, Jack. Don't forget your friendship over differences in ideals and perspectives. Anne's being super mature right now, huh? Bravo! Bravo! Come on, stop teasing me. With Knight Harley and Paimon's aid, we were finally able to obtain the princess's treasure. Time that was once frozen will flow again, and we will rescue her. For that, Harley and Paimon, I thank you. You will always be our friends. I believe that our princess would also be glad to call you such. Okay, I'm done now. Bravo! Bravo! Nice! Alright, what do we do next? Well now, I think it's time to unleash the treasure's power on the stagnant tower. This way, its time should flow once more. Like this? Look! Whoa. My thanks, Harley. Now, unfortunately, I fear that none of us know what will happen next. I like how they have to specify the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team. But since the princess's tower has been unsealed, we should move as soon as we can, right? Right you are, Petit Chou. Let's go. Ooh. Wahaha! Thanks to your help, the tower seals have been broken.
Right here.
It's the notorious 4 divine kings of Narcissus. Let us help you out. We have the upper hand. With me.
I'm always watching. Emerge right now.
The one with blonde hair tires. Together now. Time to take them down. As I've already killed them. Why do Narcissus's little minions all need so many titles? The more useless the person, the more hats they need. I don't know why that's funny. It just is. Actually, they are mighty warriors who have caused us much harm during previous engagements. If the battle seemed easy, it was due to your great might. Sorry, Knight Harley, but our attacks can do nothing against these henchmen, so it's all up to you. Oh yeah, because they're both Hydro. Easy peasy. You know, where is Princess Lyris? Doesn't look like there's any path ahead. To be honest, I didn't think this far either. Let's keep going up, shall we? How do we do that? You can fly up there, Paimon. Well, even if Paimon could do that, what would she do if she encountered Narcissus's minions? And even if all the kingdom's treasures were up there, it would only feel like we found them if you were there too. Go up, you say? Ah, I understand. We do, one and all, have a certain amount of power. It is all magic given to us by the princess, yes, but we can do some things with it. But if we do... Oh, will they dissolve? We were all born from the same source. I don't see why you would be unable to understand and accept this. Has this not happened before? I know all this. In theory. But I just hate these things. I don't know why, but I just do. Don't make such a face, Anne. We were born from the same waters, and we are only this way because... we bound ourselves into different shapes using thin films to keep the princess company. Coming together once again for her sake is not strange at all. Wait, what are you all talking about? As long as we forsake our forms and join together, we can produce greater magic. This way, we can send you to the tower's apex. Wait, but if you do that... You need not worry, friend. We came from the same body of water, so giving up our forms is not the same as what you would call death. Pure waters can turn into creatures of all sorts, and such changes do not only go one way. The power of water is the ability to take any shape. Yup, even if we cannot adventure or fight alongside you, we can still progress together. Knight Harley, Paimon, what do you say? This is not our decision to make. This is your story. You're right, Harley, but... Give us our orders, ma'am. The tower seals have been broken, which means they can no longer hold Narcissus back. Excuse me. Every moment counts. Alright, I'm counting on you all. Orders received. Leave it to us. Go with Harley and Paimon, Anne. Make sure you save the princess. Humph. I leave Ms. Lyris in your hands. In that case, dear Petit Chou. Maury, Colonel Kate, and Jack. Okay. Bye-bye. It's just like what happened at Maury's fountain. Our power is derived from the princess. If so resolved, we can manifest it once more. Pull yourself together, Anne. Let's go, Knight Harley, Paimon. This looks cool. Water is formless. What comes from the water will surely return to it. Once we rescue Princess Lyris, she will be able to bring them forth again. Oh damn, is it really that hot? It's just a portal. Where does this one lead though? I'm not sure either, to be honest. I have never considered what would happen after we entered the tower. Huh. Oh well. In that case, let's proceed with caution. With more proceeding or more caution? Come on! Both! Yes, we should be careful. We are the only ones the princess can rely on. Wait, these are all like church organs. And they refer to it as Jack's orchestra. Whoa, maybe a little warning next time? Paimon's kinda dizzy. There are so many books here. Is this a library? This library has existed since long, long before we arrived. Their contents seem to be ancient dramas. Children love to read books, but there is much they won't understand, so they will often ask adults to read the stories to them. In the books, where there is an evil dragon, there must be heroes who hunt the dragon. If there is a mage, there must be a wandering knight. The Reconquista must come to pass, and the princess must be saved. And of course, a chime will sound, and the tale of adventure will come to a halt. Yet it will not end. There will be another adventure, and another one after that, until the children grow up and leave this place. Anne? Huh? Sorry, it felt like memories and feelings suddenly flooded into my mind. How strange. Huh. Well, as long as you're alright. Paimon thought you might have been bewitched by Narcissus's magic or something. Ugh, that might actually be so. Well, what do we do next? I'm not sure either. Whatever the case, let's have a look around. Yep, first off. Huh, there's a door over there, but it looks like there's no way through it. You two should be able to get across. Hey, you're Anne's knight right now, you know. This will all be pointless if you don't come along. That's right. This tile sticks out like a sore thumb. This might be a trap. Paimon doesn't know either, but let's go all the same. Oh, okay. Kingdom through the looking glass. Wait, that's an Alice reference. So pretty. Ooh. That's it seems like some sort of seal. This is the center of the world. The castle where the dragon lurks, the tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it is the lost ancient city of Yith. Sometimes Arcadia. At times it is even golden Hyperborea, I think. Here, many untrodden realms have been conquered. Here, many heroes have defeated evil dragons. This is a place that brims with magic, and I was never really able to understand it. Children could see, through a stone wall, the imaginary griffins that whirled free in the distant cloud-filled skies. These four pools would, in different adventure tales, be the four seas, and sometimes the four cardinal realms of the world. I could not understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I played all sorts of roles. Are these more of those suddenly emerging memories? Yes. Anne, are you alright? I don't know. I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying too. Look, there, atop that small fountain. That is the holy blade of NARZISSENKREUZ. Is it really? It looks, kinda cheap. Behold, Paimon, the holy blade! Seriously? It's just a shabby wooden sword. Still. With this sword in hand, Paimon bets the kids sure felt like invincible heroes, ready to take to the skies and do battle with their enemies, huh? Appropriately shaped branches and drawing poles could also, in the right tale, be the holy blade. But one day, a certain woman brought several wooden swords for the children to play with, so that the drawing poles would stop being used in fights. And who was that? I do not know. It must have been someone who once lived here. Yes, it does seem like the kingdom was once a lively place, with all sorts of people in it. When you think about it like that, the holy blade must have been very important. A normal sword can cleave flesh, but the holy blade can cleave spirit and will. As such, even impervious dragons and formless illusions are no match for it. If the story of our adventure team is to reach its end, we will need the blade. Is it really that powerful? It just looks like a cheap wooden sword. Just take its holiness at face value. Sure, if you say so. but it doesn't look like we can reach it right now. Let's continue exploring. Maybe we'll find some way to break this magical bubble. Let's continue on. Princess Lyris is still waiting for us at the end. Hi, buddy.
Come on out. Show them. Emerge.
Oh. I thought maybe I'd get something from defeating that. Oh, hi.
Right now. Right here.
Oh, there's creatures from the fontaine to here. Is that the NARZISSENKREUZ Kingdom Zoo? That is not. They're just ordinary wildlife. We've dealt with plenty of these impetuous creatures before, but every time you blink, more of them show up. You've dealt with them before.
It's important to replenish your supplies often when you're out in the wild.
This music's cool. Whoa, a bubble formation? Why would there be bubble formations here? Harley, quick, get behind the pillar! Oh god. Actually, why is there a bubble formation here too? Was this meant to prevent invaders from kidnapping the princess? Yes, that is the case. Also, we ran into some enemies earlier. Didn't you say that when Princess Lyris gave you her treasure, the tower stagnated, and even Narcissus could not enter? There's a lot of stuff here that doesn't make sense. What's going on? I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower. Also, this place feels very strange. I don't understand. I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling, feeling many things. It looks like a church or like a school to me. Do you two not feel it? No. Paimon doesn't either. Well, do you know what place this is, Anne? This was the assembly hall of the NARZISSENKREUZ Institute. The children would study here normally. I remember now. It's a school. This was a lovely place. There was no sunlight, but it was always lively here. The children were all of different dimensions. Some of them as different as the two of you. But here they would study together, listen to tales of the Hydro Archon, and to tales older still. So these are ruins of this institute that some shit happened at. Dimensions? I mean that some children were very small, and some were somewhat larger. Hey now, Paimon might be small, but she's got a big heart! Anyway, what about the princess? Was she a child too? Would the children hear stories about her? I don't know. Huh. Why does Paimon get the feeling that the stories started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here? No, this place must have something to do with her. We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She will be happy to see us. Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you. Well, let's continue on. Princess Lyris is still waiting for us at the end of the line. You hear the sound of a bell. School bell. Oh, does that mean the adventure is coming to a close and Princess Lyris is right up ahead? There don't seem to be any paths leading forward. Anyway, let's check out what's inside this treasure chest first. See what's Paimon's inside the chest. Huh? A feather? Why would anyone put feathers in treasure chests? Do they just wake up one day and decide to do that on a whim? Wait, we're back in here. Huh. Paimon's kinda dizzy. There's so many books here. Wait! That's exactly what she said the last time. Deja vu, perhaps? Huh. You know, Paimon thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet. But haven't these things happened before? There will be another adventure, and another one after that. They're stuck in a samsara. They're in a time loop. That's why the pocket watch. She gave them time. So even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of this road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with no real end. On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road. Huh? Do you have an idea, Harley? Any thoughts, Anne? I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know anything about what happens after this. Then let's take stock real quick. Have you noticed anything, Paimon? Eh? You're asking Paimon? Hold on a moment. First, the paths here have been connected such that they form a ring, right? In that case, there'd be no getting out. Except that we were able to get on these paths, so there should be a way off them. There has to be a point from which we can break through. Next, we saw that super powerful sword or something. Yes, the Holy Blade of NARZISSENKREUZ. It should be a key item in some way. And why do you think that? Well, it looks like a wooden sword, but it was inside a protective barrier. Would all that trouble be necessary if it wasn't important? So, Paimon thinks that we need to get that sword. Was there any other notable thing? Paimon can't think of anything at the moment. But that said, this tile sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Paimon didn't just make that one up, by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how this tile is not connected to the others, and how it has a different pattern. It could be a trap. That's what I was thinking about as well. Guess Paimon's just as smart as you are, eh? But you really do have an impressive mind, Paimon. As for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight. Don't beat yourself up too much. You're being assaulted by strange memories in this place. Anyway, let's think of how we can get out of the loop based on the stuff we thought of earlier. PTSD be like, getting assaulted by strange memories. Me in therapy, so true. Back here again. Oh! Sometimes this feather has the power to advance a story forward and bring it to an end. Its appearance itself represents a power that transcends the story. Old yet well preserved, it must have been cherished by many people. Strangely, the feather is used— oh. I missed that. Jabberwock's holy sword. Oh, the Jabberwocky? That's... Fuck, who wrote that? Jabberwocky is a nonsense poem written by Lewis Carroll. The book tells of Alice's adventures within the back-to-front world of Looking Glass world, yeah. It was included in the novel. We've finally gotten it, the Holy Blade of NARZISSENKREUZ.
Emerge, right now. Right here.
There's 2 crabs now. Where did the drop go? It's down there. Oh, there's 2 of these now.
Right now.
Oh, there's creatures from the fontaine here. Is this the NARZISSENKREUZ Kingdom Zoo? That it is not. They're just ordinary wildlife. Same thing. We've dealt with plenty of these impetuous creatures before, but every time you blink, more of them show up. You've dealt with them before. Yep. Yep. It's a time loop. Twas Brillig and the Slithy Toves, the Gaia and Gimbal in the wave, all Mimsy were the Borogroves and the Moanras Outgrave, yeah.
Over here.
I read Alice in Wonderland as a kid. I read some of Looking Glass, but not loads. Hope this helps. Thank you, it does. Damn, this quest is really cool. Like, it's referencing so many different, like, literary things, like children's books, essentially. And there's 2 of the bubbles now. And, like, this whole, like, time loop thing. I don't know. I'm kind of vibing with it. You read the Jabberwocky poem in high school? Fair. I don't know if we read it in school or not. There's the bell. That's the sound of the bell. Didn't something exactly like this happen before? Paimon recalls there was a chest. Not now. Oh, you watched the animated movie? I watched that a lot when I was a kid. Paimon's kind of dizzy. There are so many books here. Someone wants this tale of adventure to never end. Eh? What are you on about, Harley? Huh, you know what? Paimon thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before? But the future of a story that constantly repeats will never come. Yes. Princess Lyris waits at the end of this path. Ooh, Paimon knows. The last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road, didn't you? Then there must be a way. Damn, this quest is cool. Whoop, I'm thinking Mario Party would have been. Damn. Now there's 3 crabs.
Right now, emerge.
Hi, besties.
Right here, right now.
There's creatures from the fontaine are here. Is this the NARZISSENKREUZ Kingdom Zoo? That it is not. They're just ordinary wildlife.
Let the magic begin.
We've dealt with more of these impetuous creatures before. Every time you blink, more of them show up. We've dealt with them before. That's such a cool idea, though. How did you come up with that?
Right here, emerge. Right now.
Nice.
Well, what do we have here?
Back here again. Hear the sound of a bell. Didn't something exactly like this happen before? Paimon recalls there was a chest. Oh! We're going higher this time. You hate the crimson agates, I'm so sorry. Paimon's kinda dizzy. There are so many books here. Someone wants this tale of adventure to never end. Eh? What are you on about, Harley? Huh, you know what? Paimon thought she only would— okay, this is the same. We must keep moving forward. Princess Lyris awaits. Must be a way. Oh wait, did I fuck up? Wait, there's only— yeah, I think I fucked up. There's only 2 there now. Oop. I did it. I found it. Obtain the holy blade. Wait. Now I'm confused. Did I fuck up? This is the holy blade of NARZISSENKREUZ. Hehe, finally, the holy blade is ours. Doesn't look like much, but once its powers are awakened, it'll become a destructive and invincible weapon. How is it, Harley? Can you feel its power? Ugh! Unlimited power! Ooh! Comes not from this blade. What? Come on, you had Paimon going there. Come to think of it, Anne, you did mention that the holy blade was originally a wooden sword that kids played with. That's right. When the young heroes from the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team would pick the sword up, they would become able to defeat all foes in their tail. Well, let's just take the sword, shall we? Who knows, it might come in handy later. And if not, we can take it as a souvenir. So we picked it up last time, but we didn't get that dialogue, interestingly. And this is just open now. I'm looking around to see if there are any other ways to go, but there aren't. And there's no enemies here now. Wait, now we have an actual map of the place. We didn't have that before. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Open the path forward. Ooh. Ah. Looks like the path leads downward rather than forward. This is a really long descent. It's so creepy. Don't worry, Anne. Harley's really reliable and really good with a wind glider too. Paimon knows. You're worried about what might come afterward, right? Well, don't be. A real adventure is not only filled with challenges, but also with unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and unknowns in one piece, and gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right, Harley? We've come this far, it would be a shame to give up now. True. I believe in you, Knight Harley, and in Paimon. You are wise and powerful, and you are also kind people. And ding ding ding, we have a winner. In that case, let's go. Ad Astra Abyssosque, as Catherine always says. Oh! Oh. Wow. Paimon feels like something should happen right about now. I feel uneasy too, and I've been frightened ever since we came down here. No need to worry. Harley will protect us no matter what, right? Of course I will. Yes, I believe in the two of you. I just don't know what we will encounter later. We'll take anything as it comes. Still, best to be prepared, Harley. We might be in for a battle with Narcissus, for all we know. Oh, wait, we can't get back out. Interesting. Defeat the dragon. They name it Narcissus. Oh, it's just an oceanid.
Right
Okay.
Just like we rehearsed.
Ow.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now.
Motherfucker.
Trip on them. Right now, emerge. Right now, right here, emerge.
Oceanids are an annoying fight. I think I'm just very used to fighting them.
You looking up, Mike?
Ow. Oh my god, fuck off.
Right here. Princess on your side.
So, why did we meet Narcissus in here? According to what we said before, the tower lost its time and thus stagnated. As such, no one could open it or enter it. But this space is not within the tower. We teleported to a different place from the tower. Huh, that's right. Paimon forgot that that had happened. But if that's the case... But how? No, that can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventure team's only hope in this dark world. If she isn't, our adventures, their meaning, Al, Petit Chou, and the others? Man. But we did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom, didn't we? That's a good thing, right? Yes, you're right, Paimon. Thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over. Yep, look over there. There's a place we haven't been to before. Maybe we'll find more clues there, huh? Looks like there's tons of resources here. Stands to reason there's got to be some clues, right? Yes, but who knows how long it will take us to look through it all. Rather age certificate. The duty will be taken up by Basil Elton, former naval commander. Oh, there's an Elton's Path or something area in Fontaine? May her steely temper be itself tempered by the family she will establish with these children going forward. What's that idiot thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement. It's like... Elton Trench, yeah. It's a former naval commander. Interesting. Rather age research. According to the ancient theatre and mysterious research hidden here, we believe that the documents and folklore discovered within Petrichor. The research team from Institute of Natural Philosophy holds that... Oh yeah, I forgot Petrichor is like a part of Fontaine, but I don't think that we're able to get there yet. Rather age notes, 1 serving of flour, 1 of sugar, 1 of melted butter, 2 of eggs, a large amount of milk with which to make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? Remember it well this time. 15 minutes at 180 degrees is not the same as 5 at 540. Look at the ocean, it's taking a nap. Cool. Look at the picture book. Wait, that's one of the areas, new areas in Fontaine. In the picture book. Rather age diary. Damn. Drag her. Linking up with Ingold, Guillotine, and the rest of the old gang will go some way towards solving the dispersion problem. This situation is no place for personal feelings, but what person can lack them completely? Jacob Ingold was a guy... He was mentioned before, I forget. I can only hope that they aren't threatening my dear old Sponsian too poorly or let it rust in the harbour. And I hope my skills haven't rusted away either. I hope all goes well. I still want to watch the doe rise to the sounds of play outside the window. I still want to watch them grow into fine adults. Rather age records. Decided to incorporate the Institute for Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals into the public welfare system. Considering the ruins of a previous civilization upon which it is situated, it shall be named. The seat of director was established in honour of the Hydroarchon's great virtue, and has been taken on by a gentle-natured oceanid. The title of vice director is to be taken up by one who displays exceptional moral quality and ability. It doesn't seem like there's anything relevant. Let's look over there instead, shall we, Harley? There's a book here too. A picture book, huh? It suits you, Paimon. Well, that's because of Paimon's unique sensibility, you know? Picture books just speak to her better. This book gives me a strange feeling. Let Paimon see. A long, long time ago, in a place far, far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris. And yup, she's our main character. I don't want this name. That's not what you said before. Do you want to read it too, Anne? In that case, Paimon's going to continue. Oh, come on, it's just a story. There's no need to be so fussy. Anyway, a protagonist needs an antagonist. An evil one at that. And our evil antagonist? Well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. Damn, he should have got some Colgate. At last, only the princess's realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus's plan to destroy everything could not succeed. So in Narcissus's story, I'm the evil villain? This is kind of weird. This started like a storybook, but it also feels like it isn't. Harley, you've got the bigger brain here. You have a look too. Read carefully. Huh? What? What is this place? This is the realm Anaporsis. Real Anaporsis, sorry. She no longer dreams of you. Huh? Paimon wants to say that the book's contents were really weird, but it's really not much when compared to this, is it? The world should be like this, not like how it is outside. Children should be able to play under the sun and in the grass without fear of hindrance or harm. This place does feel pretty comfy, yeah. Paimon feels way better than she did back when we were adventuring throughout the kingdom. There was no sunlight there at all. One mystery follows another. Never mind that. This place really is nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyris's garden, right? Say, Harley, when our adventures are over, why don't we find a place like this to live? We can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We could all live together happily. What do you say? Sure. Hehe, then it's agreed. Still, we should focus on helping Anne find the princess first, huh? Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? Huh? Sounds like someone's singing over there. Let's go have a look. Maybe the people here can help us. Mary Ann's story. This is so pretty and I love the music. Oh, it's like a little doghouse. Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? To a great sea with— I don't know what I'm doing. To a great sea that borders to the place in which all lives flow. Hey there. Oh, hi. This is a completely unique model, I think. I'm sorry, I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come, sit. Snacks will be ready soon. Ooh, snacks! Yes, and ours are very good. But I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings. It would be quite rude to do so otherwise. Tea party? Are you mad? Hey. Where are you from, by the way? Why, you are a fascinating combination, aren't you? A lovely young lady, a small little oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend. What's fun is that the Hexencircle, which is the Mages Guild that Alice is a part of, and also Mona's Master, like, they're all based on kind of like the Tea Party, Alice in Wonderland, and all of that. Which is very interesting. That they're now doing all this with the Oceanids. I feel like we're going to get some Hexencircle lore. Paimon's Paimon, and she's Harley. Huh, is it just Paimon, or does Anne look unhappy? She might have been reminded of something. Ah, and this Oceanid is our friend Anne. Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Marianne. My, what a pleasant surprise. It has been a long time since I've met someone from outside. Where are you from? Well, we're... Actually, Paimon's not sure either. We defeated the fell dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow. The fell dragon Narcissus, you say? That must have been a frightening foe. Did you think so, Harley? In a manner of speaking, I suppose. My, I've heard that Narcissus has hurt many, and has turned many kingdoms to ash. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed. Ooh, so you know about him too? Great! We're from the NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom, and we're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her? Princess Lyris, you say? I'm afraid I do not know. But she should be here. Is that the case, Anne? But I have lived here for a long, long time, and yet I have never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else. Is that so? But before we came here, we read a book about that princess, and how she's beautiful and kind and stuff. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Harley, do quite look like a princess from a distant land. Conria. You hear the sound of a bell. Eh? Is that the bell? Yes, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords the moment they heard this bell, and they would come into the hall to have snacks. They're not here now, but I think it best to follow the rules all the same. They'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well then, shall we? Don't mind if I do. Hooray! Snacks! You and Paimon enjoy the snacks together. They look very beautiful, but they are tasteless like pure water. How were they? Well, they were great, although Paimon couldn't really taste them. Are you on a low-sugar diet or something, Marianne? My apologies, Paimon. I just made them as I remember them, so I'm not sure if they'll taste all that good. Oh, don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now. Full of water. Well, in that case, let me take you all out on a stroll. Her model's very pretty. My bad. This is a flower garden that we've painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Basil say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. You need good soil, sufficient sunlight, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want. Sounds like this Basil is pretty smart. In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well. Actually, Basil sounds pretty dangerous too. She is very capable indeed. Making snacks, caring for flowers, she can do it all. It would be nice if I could introduce her to you. I have been caring for the flowers here all this time, in the hopes that some friends might come, and I might show them how they have bloomed. And well, here you are. Well, it's a shame that they aren't in bloom right now, though. Well, we just need to water them and they'll be fine. Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? To the halls of sea-born foam to watch the sunflowers in bloom. As the drops of water stain the soil of the garden black, the sunflowers spring from the earth, grow quickly, and bloom. Aren't they beautiful? That was quick. Well, they've been waiting for friends to arrive after all. And with your arrival, they were so excited. All they needed then was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going. So that's how it is. Nature really is amazing, huh? I suspect this exceeds the realm of amazing. Do you like them, Anne? They're very beautiful, like gleaming gold.
I knew you would. I love them too, after all. You're from a very, very far away place, aren't you, Harley? What sort of flowers bloom there? The flowers I wear in my hair. Wait, so we're aware now that we're from Cambria. I thought those flowers were beautiful the moment I saw you, but I fear that they'll be hard to find now. Harley. Then let us speak of other flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru. I've heard from him that there are many flowers there that can't be found here. Those that grow on cliffs, ones that only open at night, some even grow on cacti. And that's when he realised that there were no cacti in Fontaine, and had to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort, and he was the smartest of us when we were young. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. It must be a little too exciting for me, meeting new friends like this. Well then, Paimon, have you seen any special flowers? Mondstadt's dandelions come to mind. Dandelions? Oh, do you have any of their delightful seeds with you? Well, we might. Dandelions, dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom. Dandelion seeds can indeed be found on Paimon. Marianne happily plants them in the soil. Ah, yes, what sort of flower is a dandelion? Huh, Paimon thought you knew. Well, how shall we put this? The dandelion flower is made of many tiny white flowers, and these white flowers have seeds on them. When the wind blows, these tiny flowers will scatter along the wind, and they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers. Cool, huh? Wow, they really are. I didn't know such a flower existed, but I have heard about something similar. Ooh, what sort of flower is that? It's not a flower, but it's a story about water. In a certain place, there was a peaceful body of water. Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples, droplets that had life in them. This life left the water and turned into different forms. But though they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each drop of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, reminded me a lot of that story. A flower that was once united as one would be separated, would bloom, and each piece would become itself. But a single drop of water is weak and will dry up easily. Together they will be strong, and yet they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions too? Do you think that's a good thing? Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think, Harley? People can unite and yet maintain their personhood. Can they really? I think I understand where you're coming from, Harley. What you're talking about sounds like what happened to Al, Petit Chou, and the others. To help us, they melded into one, turning into that big bubble. Yes, I still remember. Well, it might be meaningless to say this now. Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Ah, yes, I can take you to see our dog. Oh, so you've got a dog, Marianne? Yes, he's a silly dog who has always accompanied me, and that's also why he's my best friend. So I thought this initially, but I didn't say it out loud, but I think that Marianne is Anne. But also I'm not sure what's real and what's completely made up by oceanids. Like, what is a reflection of the past and what is just fantastical? You know? Paimon doesn't see him though. He'll come when it's feeding time. Since you're my guest, Harley, please do the honors. Feed the dog. Noble miss, it is an honor to receive food from you. A pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Marianne. So wait, it's the same dog, but this one is like eloquent? Oh, you good doggy. Good doggy? And how do you do, dear little miss? Well, thanks for being polite and all, but Anne, what's going on? I don't know, but this can't be Maury. He has always kept me company. Does this mean that we've been wrong all along about what dogs really look like? Hard to say.
Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with its essence. That is a different matter. Ah, didn't Al say something similarly weird? I have heard something similar said, that the body is a prison that restricts evolution. That person was once a child, like all the others. We and many others heard him tell many stories about how all life was originally formless, like water, and how there were no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose an endless story. Many have forsaken their bodies, but if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can will be drawn out from one's form. But if you were to try to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again. Anne? I remember something, even though I really didn't want to. How much do you remember, Anne? I don't know. There's just this flood of feelings and scenes. Happy words and angry ones. I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, alright? And remember, be a good dog. Understood. See you, Miss Marianne. See you, dear guests. Oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keeps going up. If we hadn't seen the dog, Paimon would have forgotten all that stuff already. Didn't we say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris? That's right. My apologies, but there is no princess here. Only us. Today we were simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the path. She has to be here. But Marianne said... so that's gotta mean one of you is mistaken, right? Right, Harley? Do you really want to hear what I have to say? Of course, you've got the bigger brain here, don't you? Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story. Wait, but didn't we team up with the NARZISSENKREUZ adventure team to defeat Narcissus's henchmen? Wasn't that real? Think about it for a moment, Paimon. Is there even a NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom amongst the 7 nations? Huh, you're right. Paimon didn't think of that. So the adventure team. Al, Petit Chou, Colonel Kate, Jack, Maury, the 2 of us, and our adventures. They were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be! Paimon can't accept that. Didn't we encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower? There's a lot of stuff there that wouldn't fit if this was just a story. You know, how there was no holy blade mentioned at the start, and how a sealed tower still had monsters and bubble formations inside it. Paimon, I think I understand what Harley is trying to say. So all the things that happened after we ascended the tower are things outside the realm of the story. Is that right? More accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written. So the Holy Blade, Narcissus, these were still inside the story, it's just that they had not been arranged correctly yet. Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone who would create such a huge building just for a story. I believe the structure already existed. It was just used as a setting for the story. So that means that the things I recalled along the way were things that happened here before, and I'm just a character in a story. You're not merely a character. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it. But if that's the case, who is Anne? Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. Alright, Harley, Paimon, and dearest Anne. Our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it is time for you to leave. The time stuff. Why did you have to say it was fiction if you already knew? Spare a thought for Anne's feelings, at least. Your vision blurs and you suddenly feel weightless as the temperature of the once warm air plunges rapidly, as if you have slipped and fallen into frozen waters. What? What happened? But... Shh, there's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave oceanid, and we set out to save the princess. And perhaps there are princesses in this world, and dragons too. But I also know that the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess, after all? After waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic, every time I thought about it. Do you remember now, Anne? No, there has to be some other way. If I can't save Princess Lyris, then what of my birth? My only wish? Do they have no meaning? Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident.
As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go, see the world, and see how it has changed these past years. I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personality, and wishes. I wish for you to be the master of your own fate, and to experience all the beauty of the real world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you, Harley, Paimon, and it was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne. But the Anaporsis is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here. Marianne, why are you saying that? We can find a way to help you, can't we? I sense that you are good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon, Harley. I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I already know that there's no going back. Imagine being told your birth was an accident. I know, right? In the real world, everything has already ended, so this is farewell. Whoa, go with the flow. I guess I am. I'm not touching it. I see. And we're back here. Anne. I'm sorry, Knight, Harley, Paimon. I had already started to feel that some things were off earlier in the adventure. As you led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still want to rescue Princess Lyris. That is the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring this story to a happy end. I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she is a gentle, lovely princess, trapped due to Narcissus' invasion. Don't worry, Anne. At least we had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Harley, did you know that things would turn out this way? No, I thought we could help Anne. Oh. Well, if that's the case, we can still help Anne. Huh? Paimon didn't understand anything Marianne said there at the end. Did you, Anne? I did, sort of. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past. Well, Paimon feels that that's unfair. Not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we've got to find out what happened at least. If we do, we can come up with some sort of plan. Whether it be saving the princess or figuring out what Marianne said, or whatever, we just want to help you, Anne. Isn't that right, Harley? This story isn't over, Anne. Okay. Still, if this is all just a story, then there's one thing Paimon doesn't get. What role do we play, Harley? I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely an accident. And that's why we can bring this story to an end. Paimon gets it, so that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. You might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been able to knock this story off course, that means that we've opened all sorts of unknown possibilities. Isn't that right, Harley? You could say that. Thank you, Knight Harley. Thank you, Paimon. That's why we also need your help, Anne. And since we need to continue our adventure, well, can you think of anything that could help us figure out what to do next? Let me think. My memories contain a place known as the NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo. This place appears to have very deep connections to past events. That's true. NARZISSENKREUZ Kingdom, Adventure Team. Yeah, they seem connected all right. Do you have any idea where this Ordo might be? No. Oh, that's right. We're very experienced adventurers. If you need it found, we'll find it. Bro, I'm so lost. Like, it feels like there should be another part. But there isn't. Guijaro.
It can't be. It can't be. What are you doing? No, I swear I didn't do anything. Please don't hurt me. What are you talking about? Why would we want to hurt you? I don't know, but I also don't know that you won't really hurt me. You're not making any sense. Oh, I've got it. It must be because I discovered your secret, right? I took the newspaper with your secret letter hidden inside it in the coffee shop. Or because I accidentally discovered your passphrase? Wait a moment. Could it be that the fish I ate last night? I say, the reason that the fish had so few bones is because you already deboned that fish. Any fish deboners in chat? Yes, you wish to use the difference in the number of bones in each fish to send a message, but I accidentally bought this one and brought it back home with me. What the heck is this guy? Guy? That is a woman. What the heck is this guy talking about? Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. I won't hurt you. You really aren't out to hurt me? What's with you? We've only just met you. Why would we want to hurt you? Really? I'm glad. I'm really sorry. How embarrassing. I like her shoes. I've been working hard on a detective novel recently, but I still don't know what methodology the criminals should use to commit their crime. Because I am always overthinking things, so now when I look at anything, my first reaction is to consider how it could be used to, you know, commit crimes. That's why I was so nervous just now. I truly am sorry. Maybe I have become what they call paranoid now. I was about to ride the aquabus into the city for a cup of coffee, but when I saw aquabus running, I immediately saw countless possibilities, all the ways I could be killed on an aquabus. I simply didn't dare to board. You said yourself it was only paranoia. That may be so, but I simply cannot stop thinking about it, and the more I think, the more afraid I become. I'll escort you there. Really? Amazing, but what if the people who want to hurt me hurt you too? You just try to relax. Come on, stop overthinking it. No matter what the problem is, Harley can handle it. Easy peasy. Except my own depression. The aquabus is just over there. We'll board together in a bit. Hey, why are you crouching on the ground holding your head? Did you hit your head or something? But there isn't anything here to hit your head on. Wait, there's no Melusine. Shh, get over here. Lie down next to me. It's dangerous here. Here we go again. This aquabus doesn't have any kind of barrier on top. If you place 2 poles on either side and run fishing line between them, then when the aquabus passes through, that fishing line will suddenly become a knife that... Ah! Stop! Don't say any more. No, you don't even need 2 poles. 1 will be enough. And if you hung up some fishing line on it, with the hook just dangling there, then the people on the aquabus would naturally be hooked and left hanging in the air, and then... Not listening. Paimon's not listening. La 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 la. I don't mind 2 poles. After listening to her this whole time, even Paimon's getting kind of scared. Let's get off the aquabus as soon as we arrive at the station, alright? Damn. You carefully disembark from the ship with Grijaro. Phew, nothing happened and I'm still alive. Wonderful. Of course we're fine. We said it was all your paranoia. No, we have still not yet reached our destination. It is far too early for such a conclusion. What if... No! We must hurry, just in case. Please. Why are you hiding again? There's nothing around here. Can't you see that Gardamek? It's right in front of us. Is something wrong with it? Shh, quick, get out of there. What if it goes out of control? Or maybe its power core will suddenly explode. Or someone controlling it remotely will use it to attack us. It looks completely normal to me. That is exactly what makes me so scared. A mecha that is operating normally suddenly losing control, and some poor unfortunate sop suddenly losing their life. Nobody would even be held responsible for such a thing. Perhaps the true culprit would never be found. No, it's simply too dangerous. It already left. You can come out now. Phew, it didn't go out of control. Truly unexpected. Our lives have been spared yet again. It wasn't going to go berserk in the first place, capiche? What I was thinking of was more of an intentional accident. Wait, but criminal events without a culprit?
A crime that no individual will be held solely responsible for. That's it! Inspiration has struck. Quickly, quickly, to the cafe! I must write this down. Hey, slow down! Aren't you worried someone will toss a rock and trip you up or something? This girl is stressing me out and I'm not even interacting with her. Yeah, she's wild. Ah, right, that's true. Coffee's getting cold. Well, thank you, Harley, and thank you for escorting me here. You say escort, but all we did was walk with you here. We didn't do anything. Nothing bad happened. Yes, it appears I really was overthinking it. This coffee is really great. So, do you think it's poisoned? Would it kill you not to say things like that for 2 seconds? Stop saying that kind of baloney. We finished drinking already and we're fine, right? No. Perhaps it is a special sort of poisoning. First, the poisoner mixes a kind of medicine into our coffee. Drinking that medicine alone will have no effect whatsoever on the victim. After we have finished our poison drinks and gone home, the poisoner will follow us. As we sleep, he will enter our room and mix a second kind of medicine into your water bottle. The next day, after you're out and about, you'll take a drink from your water bottle. Then the 2 medicines will mix and react within your body. And then we'll... The sound of hurried footsteps suddenly draws near. My dear customer, just what are you saying? Coffee? Poisoned? Please do not make such jests in my establishment. Should your japes affect the other customers, I shall have to ask you to leave. Ginjaro apologizes to Arrowette in a panic and explains her situation. By way of apology, Ginjaro buys another 3 cups of coffee. You watched him make the coffee this time. There's no way there could be a problem with it. Stop imagining things. I know, but I did find a lot of inspiration along the way. If I just put it all together, I'm sure I can think of how the perfect crime, one that leaves no trace, could be committed. After I finish writing the book, I'll be sure to send you a copy. But before that, let me finish this cup of coffee. This cup of coffee. Harley, do you think... Is it at all possible? Shut it! Could this cup itself have poison on it? What a fucking quest. I'm quite curious as to how this will end. What sort of end are we talking about? I mean the end of a play, of course. Or, well, there are some cases that have gone into session several times, but with no result. To be honest, they seem all the same to me. That doesn't sound like a very rigorous distinction to me. But does it matter, really? A criminal is a criminal. Someone who's done wrong. Any case involving them is sure to become a talking point regardless. And I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm never going to touch the law's bottom line. Besides, watching trials is a way of studying the law as well. What are we going to do now, boss? The filming's not done and the camera's lost. Alright, stop sighing. Didn't we go post a commission at the Adventurers Guild? There's only one thing we got left to do today, and that's to wait. Yeah, but our half-finished film is still in the camera. Even the machine's pretty hardy. If the film gets damaged... Then... What film camera? Well, didn't I say help was coming? As I said, all we had to do was wait. When did the Adventurers Guild get this efficient? It seems like some Fontainians aren't that slow going after all. Hello there, adventurer. You must be here for the commission to help us get our film camera back, right? We were attacked by monsters over there. Can you please hurry? I didn't accept any commission. Oh. Then... That's fine. It's all fine. I knew the Adventurers Guild wasn't reliable. Adventurer, would you like to accept an emergency commission? The pay's real good. That sounds fine. Great, fantastic. I need you to go over and help us get our film camera back. We'd be in your debt. Please, adventurer, please go get us our film camera back. This shoot has been nothing but disasters. When will I get to go back to Chaoying Village? Please take me with you! I want it in the game. What a quote that is. I don't remember that quote at all. Blue balls full. Great! The film camera is intact and the film hasn't been destroyed. Thank the Archons. I thought we were going to have to start shooting all over again. Seems you aren't from Fontaine either. It's a long story. Let's keep it brief.
We three are from Chaoying Village in Liyue. Most people there are in the tea business, but we don't have any interest in tea. So we changed professions and started filming documentary films to help promote tea vendors in the village. Why is it spelt like that? Genshin, what the fuck? First academia and now this. In truth, there are too many people in the tea business and we just couldn't compete. The skilled helpers we had at the store left one by one to work elsewhere, so if we just stuck to making tea, we'd be starving. Can't you two not make things sound so depressing? We've made plenty of more shooting these tea documentaries in the village. But recently some others in the village have also started to shoot their own promotional films. Some of them are even performing an opera in them. They're making a real big show of it. So that's why we're in Fontaine. We're trying to seek advice from master filmmakers. So you're here to learn about filmmaking in Fontaine? Yeah, we found this lighting expert called Gazer. He's real good at using lighting to film. What was it again? Narratives. Yeah, applying lighting to his narratives. With Mr. Gazer's advice, we can definitely shoot the best films in all of Chaoying Village. Whilst last month you said we were going to shoot the best films in Liyue. You have to adjust your expectations realistically when doing business. What do you know? Anyway, thanks for your help, Traveller. Here, take this Mora. Xingye, Yifeng, pack that up quick. We gotta finish shooting our sample and show it to Mr. Gazer. Watch the lighting. The camera's gotta be angled toward the light source in this way. We gotta capture that high definition lighting. You all read that book, right? The lighting's gotta have a sense of texture. Excuse me. You get what I'm saying? Boss, we might have read Mr. Gazer's book. But with what we got, we're not going to be able to capture that high definition lighting tactility you want no matter how much we struggle. Okay. Villains. You recalcitrant villains. That's right. Run. Run far. Far away. To the other side of the mountain. To the city alleys. And make sure I don't see you. What's going on? Nothing serious. Hero ran away again. Happens all the time. Just say the word inspection and off Hero takes. This time Prince and Princess fled too. Had I not tripped when taking care of the flower field previously, leaving me with a yet unhealed leg injury, dealing with those three rascals would have been easy. Are you mountaineers? If you'd like a place to rest your feet, you can sit a while in the house. I shall treat you in a bit once I have brought those three rapscallions back by their scruffs. Yes, and we have vowed to conquer every high peak and Teyvat. Wait, we vowed that? Paimon definitely wasn't consulted. Well, let's introduce ourselves all the same. Paimon's Paimon, and she's Harley. We're adventurers, and if you're looking for people, there's no one more experienced than us. If your legs aren't feeling too good, leave the searching to us. Adventurers. Then why don't you wear those green uniforms? Not everyone has to wear that outfit. Or rather, we're such experienced adventurers that we can just wear whatever we want. I see. I suppose that the services of seasoned adventurers should also come with the requisite payment. Alright then, good children, call me Earnshaw. I would be most grateful for your help. So you're looking for Hero, Prince, and Princess? Those don't sound like normal names. Are these nicknames for kids? They're dogs. Huh. Really? They, sound like rather kiddie names? My daughter named them. If it was not for her raising hue and cry, I would not have raised such delicate creatures. When they were still pups, they were quite silly and rather cute, but they quickly grew into disobedient little rascals. Try to control them a little, and they resist and they flee. They don't go very far, of course, but one does need to retrieve them all the same. For a hero to fear something like a tooth inspection. What a joke. Won't they come back once they get hungry? Or they might awaken the wild spirit in their blood, return to the mountain forests, and become apex predators. That would be a pretty cool story, wouldn't it? No, rules must remain rules. If we let them off once, they will do this a second and third time. And once they get used to doing ill, they will not change for the better easily. But they're just little doggies, aren't they? Do we really have to be so strict with them? Well, they do have a bad example to follow. That silly daughter of mine left home several years ago and hasn't returned. Well, if they had done exactly as she had, that would have saved me some time. Damn. So what's the apex predators? Indeed. But if she were to return and find her precious dogs, whom she raised hell just to own, gone, she'd bawl for all she's worth. even though this is all her fault anyway. Best not to ask further. Alright then, so we just need to bring them back home, right? Yes, the forests are dangerous, and get even more so at night. Those dogs do not know how delicate they are. Even if they do not love it, they are safer in here. Damn! Heroes run off to the north. For an old dog to still be so playful. Seriously. It also likes pausing to forage for food along the path. Don't go easy on it. It'll get in real trouble if it eats something bad. If it refuses to leave, harden your heart and take the food it got from Archon knows where away. That should give it the signal that it's time to go home. The other two haven't gone far. They're just mucking about in the flower garden. Just tell them to get back here, and that should do. Well, this sounds simple. Just leave it to us. You just wait here, Earnshaw. We'll be right back. Careful about the flowers, by the way. Don't tread on them. Gotcha, we will. Don't tread on the flowers, right? Well, never mind Paimon, but Harley's pretty agile too. Okay, we can't just grab those playful dogs and drag them back, right? They're pretty delicate after all. Let's just chase them, shall we? That should get them running, so we need to send them running in the direction of their home. Good children, I'm relying on you to bring those 3 rapscallions back. Oh my god. Good doggy, playtime's over. Here it is. Who would have thought it'd be hiding amidst the flowers? Well, since we don't want to travel over the flowers, we just have to... something. What? Okay. Alright, back home you go, and on to the next one. Thanks, bestie. Move. Thank you. And don't go running off again. That leaves us with just one more. I see, Papa. Earnshaw said that Hero won't be moving when there's food around. Looks like that's true. Come on, let's collect the fowl here first. That dog probably won't leave otherwise. Suspicious fowl. Fowl found by the side of the road. It might be from some birds who were victims of foul play. Bruh. Let's go. What? Oh, this way. Hi, babe. Nice. Now they've all gone home. We're done here, right? Let's go look for Earnshaw. Found you doggos. Oh, funny. Paimon thought that this would be easier. Who knew they'd be so capricious? Well then, children, I hope you now understand that the more capricious they are, the more we need to teach them the rules. Well, at least we remembered not to tread on the flowers. If only you could also fly, eh? That would have made things way easier. Well, if you're tired, rest here a while before going. Come, have some of this Tass's ragout I just made while you're at it. Ragu? Ooh, goodies, but... Oh, we shouldn't. This doesn't seem right. Come now, do you not trust my skills? I would not speak for other dishes, but I am very confident in my ragu at least. No, Paimon's wondering if this would count as not following the rules or something. Labor deserves a reward, so this is what you are owed for your efforts. You need to eat to keep your strength up after all. And you are adventurers, so you'll need that energy all the more. As for your payment for the official commission, I will give it to you later. I believe the guild's rules indicate as much. Hehe, in that case, don't mind if we do. The old man's invitation, the two of you enjoy some ragu. While it is not exactly a masterpiece, it warms the soul nonetheless, wiping your fatigue away. A meal after some honest work always tastes especially great, and the ragu was... well, it had a real homey feel, eh? Well, the ingredients and the method of cooking were nothing quite curious. Yep, it was normal, but tastes really good. Of course, even my silly daughter has naught but praises for this dish. Just a whiff of it would send her running to the table, putting all her complaints aside. But she's very far away now, and I fear she can't smell my... Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I'd wager that she's even forgotten the way home, in fact. You know, Earnshaw, if you don't mind telling us what she looks like, we could find her for you. We're good at that, remember? If we meet her in our travels, that is. Ah, you truly are good-hearted children. Thank you. In truth, it would not be hard for me to find her. She did get someone to send me some letters previously. But I reckon she doesn't think she's at fault. Why else would she only send letters but not return home? As such, I haven't read a single one of her letters. In fact, I haven't opened a single one. We can overlook the folly of animals, but are we to accept that from a human? A grown woman, no less? She's probably giving you information. Speaking of which, she hasn't sent any letters recently. Perhaps she's finally grown tired of trying to get a rise out of me. You stopped talking to her, my guy. Regardless, I shall not hire people specifically to bring her back. She can either admit fault and return herself, or not at all. Okay, if you say so. All the same, thank you for helping to bring Hero and the others back. The payment isn't much, even with the rigor added in. So take both, would you? You adventurers often sleep out in the wild, don't you? Well, remember to eat well and dress warmly. Don't starve or catch a chill. Yep, you take care of your leg too, Earnshaw. See you. Take good care of yourselves. I want to read these letters. That shit makes me angry. Stubborn fucking old man. Ugh. How's your trip being, kid? Why not take a load off and put your feet up for a bit? Thanks. How are Hero and the others? Well, they're fine, by which I mean they're always making me worry. What's new? At least they're alive and kicking, which means they're healthy. That's always a good thing. Thanks. Has your daughter returned home? Don't even talk about it. That stubborn girl. I don't think she ever intends to come back. She might do. She might just be, like, confused why her dad has stopped speaking to her. I know it's not real, but oh my fucking god. I want to know what these letters say.